trying this a little bit different today. I'm actually coming, saw that my TV is in the background, coming to you from my bedroom, from my office. So just going to give you guys a second to log on here. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about something that I got sent an email last week, and morning Stacy. I got sent an email last week and asked if I would talk about what to do when you lose people. And I had written back to them and said, I absolutely will be more than happy to do this email, and I asked if it would be okay to do after Thanksgiving, after the holidays, and they said it was fine. So, Kaylee, you were the one who sent me this question, so I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So the question was basically, how do you get over when people die? How do you deal with death and that kind of stuff? It was really kind of a scary thing for her to ask me to speak about this because, as you guys know, I am a sober person, and we tend to run into a lot of death. I also have had a lot of death. Good morning, Tina. I've also had a lot of death in my life that I've had to deal with, and so a lot of my processing has been because of these deaths. So, as you could tell, I'm very nervous to talk about this. So here's the true truth. The true truth is I give people the same exact advice that I would give anybody for relationship advice. So we're not promised tomorrow with anybody. We're not promised even the rest of today with anybody. And a lot of people that I know, a lot of humans are, hi Leila, hi Julie, a lot of humans are afraid to deal or open up or become vulnerable to other humans because of the fact that death is a possibility. Death is one of those things, and so for you guys that just logged in, somebody asked me to talk about death, how you deal with it. So I remember a couple of years ago, I had a nephew that died, less than a month old, just a baby. And I remember being really, really angry and thinking to myself, how could this God let this kind of stuff happen? How could God let this child die? And I remember that it was very hard for me to deal with. It was hard for me to stomach. It was hard for me to process. Because older people, you know, when they pass away, at least you get a little bit of time with them. But the question was posed to me, and so I'm going to pose the same question to you. If you get a choice, if you had a choice right now, think about anybody you've lost in your life. If you had a choice right now of to have never had them in your life ever, never learned any of the lessons that you learned with them ever, or have them in your life and know that you were going to lose them anyways, I'm going to say that the majority of people would say, I would choose to have them in my life. Pets are another thing, and don't get angry at me for comparing animal lives to human lives, but a life is a life, in my opinion. And I've lost animals, and the same question was posed, and that was the way I got through it. If I had to choose to have had the couple of years with my dog, or have never gotten to know my dog and have my dog never have had the life that she had with me, what would I choose? And it was the same thing. I would choose to have the time. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Michael. Thank you. So I give relationship advice a lot, and here's my relationship advice that I give. People say, well, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to lose them. What happens if we break up? Here's what I say. Relationships are like strawberry shortcake. And the reason why I use strawberry shortcake is because I love strawberry shortcake more than just about anything on earth. So if you like pound cake or chocolate cake or whatever dessert choice, if there's something that you just, like I am about strawberry shortcake, you know, use that. So with strawberry shortcake, if somebody comes to me and they say, Frankie, I have strawberry shortcake for you, I say, oh my God, I love strawberry shortcake. Give me some strawberry shortcake. And when they give me that strawberry shortcake, I hold it in my hand for as little time as possible, about as much time as it takes to get the fork in my hand. And then I take that strawberry shortcake and I eat it, as not as fast as I can, but I mean, I just eat it up. And every time, if you've been around me when I've had strawberry shortcake, I lick the plate, I lick the bowl, I get every single ounce of that strawberry shortcake because I love it so much. I'm not going to waste a moment of having strawberry shortcake around me. Now, I've never come after eating strawberry shortcake and gone to every person I know, oh, my strawberry shortcake's gone, or, well, I'm not going to eat the strawberry shortcake because then it might be gone afterwards, or, bottom line is, once I get the strawberry shortcake, I eat it. And afterwards, I'm never worried that it's gone. I'm just stoked that I just got strawberry shortcake. And so that's what I say with relationships. And I've given that advice to so many people. Treat your relationships like you do desserts. Be so happy that they're there. Enjoy every moment of it. Don't worry about when it's going to be gone. Because the truth is, everybody leaves eventually, whether it be, oh, Christian, you are funny. Yes, it is vegan strawberry shortcake. We never worry about them being gone. We just enjoy what we have when we have it. And that's the thing with death, too. We need to be grateful for the time that we had with these people. There's always pain after people leave. That's the thing about death. People go, well, I don't want to feel the pain after. Well, guess what? Then you need to be a sociopath or absolutely have no emotions in order to not feel any pain. The bottom line is death is a thing that naturally brings pain. And we enjoy that because having the pain after a death means that you had a connection with the person who is gone. And that's a big deal. Especially for somebody like me, somebody who you guys know my story. My fiance died, you know. I mean, it was a bad breakup, and he wasn't my fiance after I broke up with him, but he died, and it took me a long time to get back to where I am. But see, here's the thing: without that death, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. There are a lot of people in our lives that we're going to lose. So I guess that means that while they're here, you should take the time to make sure that they know that you love them. And this is the holiday time. You know, there's a lot of people we lose during the holidays. And so I'm going to tell you this too. Take the time to reach out to those people in your life that if they were gone tomorrow, you would have something to say to them. That's an important thing too. Death is a gift of life because, that was the wrong way. Death is a part of life, and having the people in your life is the gift. So take time to enjoy the gift. Do your strawberry shortcake. If you have a problem, if somebody has died and you need to reach out to somebody, reach out to somebody. Definitely, you know, my goddaughter, let's just take her. My goddaughter died a couple of years ago. And every year we go during the time of her death and we go down to her grave. But her birthday is going to be in a couple of days. So this year we're all going to go down on her birthday and celebrate her life. Try and remember the great things that were around when they were alive. And, you know, I think that there's a lot of people who are concerned about people who have died through drug addiction. And I'm going to just tell you this too. There's nothing you can do about that. You cannot change it. You cannot fix it. Unfortunately, when it comes to drug addiction, you're going to have to just trust that God knows what He is doing, she is doing, it is doing, whatever you call your God. And do your best to be there for that person. But unfortunately, we cannot change those people. We can't fix them. We can't heal them. It's something that has to come from within themselves. I would suggest never giving up on them, but at the same time, don't enable them. You know, this is getting down into an area that I don't want to go into. So we're just going to keep with what her question was, which is how do you deal with the death? You remember what was great about that person. You remember to bring love into every relationship you have now. Know that if we do not open up and we do not become vulnerable to other people, we may lose the opportunity to connect with somebody who may need to connect with you. So be brave enough to be open and vulnerable and love people, regardless of whether you're going to get hurt, regardless of whether it's going to be scary. All relationships are scary, period. That's just it. You have a chance of being hurt, whether it's a parent-child relationship, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a friend relationship. Regardless of any of that, you have the ability, or if you are vulnerable and open, there is a chance you might get hurt. So what? Get hurt then. Because the worst thing, something worse than getting hurt is never having tried in the first place to connect with another human being. That's a tragedy. So I'm not sure if I really answered your question, Kaylee. Know that people are going to leave, and you will hurt. It is part of the process, and there's no rules. That's another thing too. You know what? I really do want to say that people put their rules of grief on other people. There are no rules. There is not a handbook. We were not put on this earth with a grief handbook. Bottom line is everybody grieves differently. Whatever your version of grief is, embrace that and own that and be okay with it. Don't tell somebody else how to grieve, but help them through their grief if you want to be a part of it. Yeah, we definitely, I can't tell you how many people are like, well, I can't believe you're not over that yet. You know what? There's certain deaths that have happened with me that I may never be over. Totally okay with that. Totally fine with that. Because that's my process and I get my own process. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them down here. If not, probably going to wrap it up. My affirmations for today is, yes, Julie, you're right. Pain subsides, but it may never go away. So affirmations for today is, I'm allowed my feelings because my feelings are valid and important. I am allowed my feelings because my feelings are valid and important. And the other one is, the universe is always out for my greater good. The universe is always out for my greater good. So this may be probably the most uncomfortable video that I ever will make, but I think that it's important. If you guys want to know something, you guys want me to talk about it, I'm totally good with that. I love doing these videos, and I love the love that you guys give to me. So God didn't give me this story for me to keep my mouth shut and to avoid uncomfortable things. God gave me the story that I have because he trusted that I would be doing something with the uncomfortable things. So with that said, I'm going to wish you all the best day. Leave me a message for tomorrow's video, and yeah, I wanted to also let you guys know that, wait, how do I tell my friend I want to only be friends nicely? Well, I'm going to tell you this, Harry. I have a sentence. It is a perfect sentence. And the perfect sentence is, I really like you, but this doesn't work for me. This doesn't work for me is a total and complete sentence. This isn't where I'm at. This does not work for me. You cannot argue that. There's no justification or explanation needed after that. And you just say it nicely. And then you let them have their own feelings. With whatever it is they do with it, that's their business. That's not your business. This is not working for me, or this is not what I'm looking for. It's fair. Tell them the truth. Truth will set you free, and it sounds like you definitely need to be set free in a nice way. Okay, guys. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye.